Glory to God in the highest. And by the power of the name of Jesus, I start this podcast and this YouTube video off with a bang. Like most of the things that have been happening with a bang. All these guns, and now you don't even have to have a permit. They're trying to get a permit. No permit to buy a gun. Do you realize how many people are going to be out there carrying guns? It's the worst thing that could ever happen to America. But if Americans, white America, want this to happen, they're going to make it happen. And they're going to be the problem of the world because they're going to knock America right off the top shelf. America is going to be like a second world country. That seems like it's not possible. It's going to either be that or it's going to be some oligarchy. I'm going to stick with dictator trying to run this show. So now let's talk about some of the things that's happening. Here you got a guy, he goes and buys an AR and then he goes to a Oriental area and he starts killing people. Ain't nothing racial about that. Except for he didn't go in the white neighborhood and kill nobody. He went into the neighborhood of people of color and killed some people and killed some white folks. So you see, white folks, either y'all gonna start staying at home and off the street and out the grocery store and don't get your nails done or your hair done, or you gonna help us stop this stupidness. Either that, or you guys are gonna lose all of America, not just some of it, because it ain't none of yours in the first place. You came over here and you took it from the Indians by force. And now you're going out talking about this man that did this killing got a mental problem. And you know, that's what I'm worried about. Because every time a white guy go and kill up a bunch of people, he got a mental problem. But if I go out and do it, I'm mad because, people was killing black people. I'm mad because, something ain't nothing wrong with me other than I'm mad and I'm out there killing people. So this thing that's happening right now is just way too visible for people not to call this what it is. And now, not only, how did he even get captured? Oh, that was a smart thing to do if you ask me. Take off all your clothes, except for your drawers, and hold your hands up. Do that if you white. You'll be okay because they ain't going to kill you. Don't do that if you black. Get the news media out there. Surrender to some lawyers. Surrender, but not to the police. Not without some representation. Because if you do that, you're not going to have no representation. And if they decide to kill you for killing white people, they'll have a story behind that too. Don't trust the police. Don't trust the state troopers. Don't trust the sheriff's department. Because as far as I'm concerned, they all a bunch of Ku Klux Klan loving white folks. All of them. And I'm tired of saying all cops ain't bad. Yeah, they are. They all a bunch of idiots, a bunch of devils if they not fighting what they took an oath to fight. If they're not fighting white people who breaking the law, they're not killing white people who break the law, but they gonna kill a person of color if he break the law and kill some white folks. Oh, you going down. Multiple shots. You about to be shot with all kind of weapons. Automatics, 45s, 38s, 44s, whatever that police officer got. You finna get shot with it. So why are we allowing America to support these murderers instead of saying what they are and dealing with them like they would deal with anybody else? Because they white. And that's why they're not going to do that. They white and they got mental problems. And then that makes another problem when they call these people that's doing these murders, they mentally ill. That makes a problem for people that are mentally ill that ain't hurting nobody. And all of us have somebody in our family that may have some mental ill problems. So that's not the problem. And everybody that's got a mentally ill problem is not violent. They might do a lot of unseemly things, but they're not out there trying to hurt nobody. These people are trying to make it like mentally ill people are the problem, when they know the problem is the NRA. They know the problem are the Republicans because they don't want to do nothing about it. They want as many of us killed or unable to vote. They want as many of us down as they can get down. So they not putting us down fast enough. So now they're going to try and rig the vote. But still, they can't rig the vote enough. And this administration that's in there now, everything that they done put across the board, the president ought to veto it. You ain't making that no law. Biden has to be a hard nose where some people that don't like him already, ain't no need in trying to get them people to like you because they not. Ain't no reason for you, Biden, to think that bipartisanship is about to come back in, because it's not. It's not. They just not going to be about that. They want their United States of America for themselves. But they're not going to have it. They're going to lose it. Why are they going to lose it? Because they're a bunch of idiots. They're a bunch of murdering idiots. And they think that murdering people, going into a place like that, is the way to do things. But see, when that thing turns around and somebody goes in, starts to killing innocent white people that ain't got nothing to do with this, or guilty white people that got everything to do with it, it's not going to make a difference for that person in color. Person of color. If he killed some white people, Republicans or Democrats, liberals, right or left, he is a dead man. Ain't no be no stripping down to your drawers, NIG. Ain't no getting away from killing all them white people, no matter what you say. Either you going to jail for 300 years, or you going to the electric chair, but you ain't going to be treated nice. And oh yeah, you not going to Burger King, or McDonald's, or Wendy's. You going straight to jail. They ain't going to give you no water, and they ain't going to give you nothing to eat till you've been in there for 5 or 6 hours. And if they feel like it, they'll send a couple of guys in there to beat you up. This is the police department that I'm talking about. They are comprised of murderers. They're comprised of lawyers who know they defending murderers, and they don't care. The court system wants to slow everything down for this murderer, and they've put him in a whole different area. He probably somewhere, don't nobody know how they treating him, but I tell you this, he's not being treated bad. He's eating regular. He's doing a little exercise regular. They take him out of his cell and walk him around a little bit. He might be in handcuffs and whatnot, but they not going to do no black person or a person of color like that. And remember, I told you, you're not going to Burger King. They not going to take you to Wendy's or McDonald's, which might be your favorite place. You going to jail. But if you white, don't worry. Don't worry. Take off your clothes. You know? Down to your drawers. a strip if you want to. But you don't even have to do that. All you got to do is surrender. They're not going to shoot you. But y'all going to pay for that. Y'all going to pay for all of that. Because people of color are tired of you idiots. You murdering idiots trying to hurt somebody. And you know, I thank God for Jesus because I don't want to hurt nobody. You know, I don't want to hurt nobody. But I will. I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to kill nobody. But I got grandbabies, great grandbabies. So I ain't trying to go nowhere. I don't want to kill nobody now. You hear me saying that. I don't want to do it. But I will. And I know that God in heaven ain't gonna like that. But I don't think He's gonna like it if I die either. So I'd rather he don't like it and somebody else is dead than he don't like it and I'm dead. And that's a shame that anybody would sit on YouTube or make a podcast and say that they'll do that. But I just said I don't want to do neither one of those. But if my life is threatened, I will. Know that ain't no lie. So I want all the black people, as soon as they say, you don't need no weapon, you don't need no permit to buy weapons, I want all people of color to go out there and buy guns. Hello. That's what I'm saying. I said it. I'll say it again. When they take away permit, when they say that you can buy without a permit and you can buy, go buy you something real nice. Go buy you something real nice, like I did. Get you something that you ain't got to worry about. Somebody coming up on you and they popping off. I got more rounds and I'm popping them off a lot faster. These people are murderers. They are crazy, ignorant murderers. And all of the mass murders that have been perpetrated by these white men have been perpetrated by all white men. They all been white men. Old, young, in between. And they've killed many and many of people. Some of them have killed as many as 54, maybe 60 people at one time with them assault weapons. And don't nobody want to take the assault weapons away. Don't nobody want to get rid of that. And you know why they don't want to get rid of it? Because all these white folks got them. And let me tell you something, white folks. You ain't the only one went out and bought that. We got them too. We got ammo just like you. So quit playing. Go to the poll and cast your vote for who you want to be president. But all this other nonsense that y'all trying to perpetrate, y'all finna destroy America. And that is going to make me happy. Because I think it should be destroyed. I think somebody should drop a bomb on all of us. Because we done been to everybody's country screwing around with everything. Everything. Stealing it, taking it. And they call it archaeology. When they ought to call it a bunch of tomb robbing thieves that'll do anything to get in them tombs and get them discoveries. Because it's about money. And you know, I really want to talk a long time about this because these people think we scared. And I like that idea. I really do. Because when they come, whether they half-stepping or not, they going to meet somebody that ain't scared. And dying to protect family It's all the man got. It's all he got. And here people coming up talking about killing somebody. Do you know what they're doing? They're messing up that family's entire structure. They're going to get theirs, though. They're going to get theirs. Because they think they're ready for something they ain't even experienced. Whether they've been in the army or whether they're a police officer or whatever. Cowards, when the thing get hot, cowards turn around and run, leaving their buddies who's there in a firefight. Cowards run. I'm out of here so I can live for tomorrow. Get shot in the back of the head by one of his own people. And they don't care where they shoot up. They shoot up gay clubs, black clubs, white clubs. They shoot up everything. Black folks do it too. They be in the club acting all stupid, trying to start a fight. And y'all gonna pay for that too. But that's what they do. It's like Hitler has come back in another form called Donald Trump. Get rid of the Muslims, Hitler, and all your cronies. Get rid of African Americans or black men and women and children. Get rid of the Hispanics trying to come across the border, because if all them people come over here and the Democrats let them in, they gonna vote Democrat. So we gotta, since they letting more in, we gotta make sure that some can't vote. But that's not gonna work either. And on this note, I want to talk about this young lady named Gupta. That's all I got for you. You can look it up. How this woman fought and got many people out of jail because of a lying cop that lied. Everything he did was a lie. And that's how these people work. They don't tell the truth. Because if they did, it would convict them and convince me that they are mental. But they're not going to tell the truth. They're going to lie about everything, like they lying about what happened in Texas, and that's where it happened at, in Texas. And this police officer locked up so many black people out of that one town, wasn't hardly no men in the town no more. And then this Gupta, she went out there and fought and took some other lawyers who worked for the NAACP, and they fought, and they got this lying cop in the worst trouble that he'll ever have. And I'm not going to even mention that idiot's name because it leaves a real nasty taste in my mouth. You know, I spit that out. But Miss Gupta has done an excellent job. And I'm sure that's not over, because there are hundreds of other blacks in jail that don't even need to be there. Bunch of lying cops. They're going to make something up. You know, it's kind of hard not to have some animosity toward these police officers. Because they're not sorry for what they did. And if any police officer ever came out and said he was sorry, I missed that one. But it was all in self-defense. He didn't mean to do it, but he got his knee on George Floyd's neck for all that time. And they already know what that was going to do. You know, the carotid artery is right here. You start cutting that air off, you're going to black out, maybe even die. Like George Floyd did. These cops need to be put under the vice. They need to be put on the guillotine. And then maybe some other cops will say, well, I ain't going to do that. And if you don't want to put them on the guillotine, just drop them off in the black neighborhood. Just drop them off. That's all. And walk away. And I'm sure that when you drop him off, he's going to be trying to run. Because like I say, a bunch of cowards, they ain't going to stand there and fight. They're going to have 3 people hold you down. 1 to keep the crowd back or more while they lean on your neck. So America, I hope you're happy because the world has seen the hypocrisy of America and they don't like it. So what's the diplomacy now? Are you going to go over there and tell them that's all over? We're gonna start all over again and make things right. Well, President Biden, Vice President Harris, keep your promise. Because people of color, Orientals, and the whole Rainbow Coalition is watching you guys to see if you do what you say. We went out and voted for you. We expecting you to do what you say. We don't care how it's done. We don't care if it has to be the president do a presidential. It's gonna happen anyway. Get rid of the filibuster. So the Republicans can stop playing waste time. And when it's come time to go out and vote, let's go out and get rid of Mitch McConnell. Let's go out and get rid of Dookie Breath Cruz. Let's go out and get rid of the Kennedy stinker. Let's go out and put Jared Kushner in jail. Let's go and put what's his pretty daughter's name? Never mind, she ain't pretty. She's some spit. Put her in jail. I should talk about all of them like they're a bunch of dogs, 'cause they are a bunch of dogs. And they biting. You know what I say you do to a dog when he bite? You put a couple of rounds in his forehead and then take him out in the backyard and put him on the barbecue grill and burn him up. Just don't eat him. Get rid of him. Bury his bones in the backyard. Put a little sign out there, rest in peace, you son of a dog. And some of these cops that's doing that, I ain't gonna even say it. Yes, I am. We need to get them. We need to be able to look them in the face. You done. You done. But we ain't gonna have to do it that way, y'all. We gonna go to the polls and we gonna vote. And we gonna change America to be what we need it to be. Because these white folks, they don't need it to be nothing. If they did, they wouldn't be doing insurrections. They wouldn't be trying to destroy the Constitution that didn't even include me and you until recently. We ain't the people, but we about to be the people. So let's get that voting in our heads. Let's get the mask on, social distance, all of that. And when you go out to get in the voting line, they say you can't have no water. Get out of line and drink your water. Tell the person behind you, I'm going to step out of line for a minute. Get out of line, go over to the curb. You're hungry, go over to the curb. Tell the person behind you and the person in front of you, I'm finna go and drink me some water, eat me a sandwich. I'll be right back. You gonna hold my spot for me? Make sure you ask them that. You gonna hold my spot for me while I drink the water? That way I don't have to go to jail. They say, no, look at the back of the line, see how far it is. If it's worth a drink of water, go on back there. If it ain't worth a drink of water, ask the person in front of you, can you get in front of them, and would they hold that spot for you because you're thirsty and you want a drink of water? And people will probably say, yeah, man, go on over there and drink your water. And come on back, get in line. Because one less person ain't going to make it happen no faster. But we got to be diligent because these Republicans are going to be just dirty. With everything they do, they're going to be dirty. Dirty. Like they've always been. They ain't did nothing really for us. They ain't really did nothing for us. And they don't plan on doing nothing for us, but they do plan on doing something to us. So I'm hoping that everybody look and listen to this video. Be aware of your surroundings. If you got a permit to carry, keep your gun on you. If you got a permit to carry your peace. If you don't have a permit to carry, try and get one. Because pretty soon you can buy all the guns you want. There ain't gonna be nothing to stop you from going to get it. And all you brothers out there, when you buy a gun, if you out there at the gun shop or the gun show, I advise you to buy it very carefully so you don't buy something that don't shoot. Or you buy something that blow up in your hand. Whatever you buy, I hope you try it. Because once them people leave those grounds, you don't know who you got your gun from. Not really. If you want to buy a gun, go to a legitimate gun shop that's got a firing range in the basement or out back or somewhere, so you can buy that gun and say, can I use your gun range? I want to try it out. If they say no, then go somewhere else. Don't spend your money there. Man, this has been one hell of a past 4 years. And only God kept the devil out of the seat. God got people up. They went out and voted. And Biden got more votes than any presidential election ever held. Why? How did he do that? He did that because people of color are tired of this bullspit that these white people are doing all over the world, and we gonna have y'all stop that because we gonna take over. People of color. That sounds so good to me. People of color are running America. Democracy is flourishing. Businesses, black owned and otherwise, are doing business. Big business. Black Wall Street is back. White Wall Street is down. Gone. Crazy people went in there and blew it up. Crazy people went in there and blew it up. Like they blew up ours. Like they blew up Black Wall Street. Father God, your word is true. And all these Republicans are a bunch of liars. And all the people that follow them are secondhand liars. Because they believe the first lie, and then they take it on like it's the truth and spread it like it's fire. So, to all the people out there that's listening to me, to all the people out there that know what we have to do again at every election, pray that the Democrats do something about these people taking away mailboxes, These people taking away voting drop boxes. These people taking away absentee ballots, putting the time on everything when they very well know so many people work and don't get off till 4, go home and go to sleep. Want to go vote, but go home and go to sleep. We cannot afford to do that ever again. We got to be more resilient when it comes time to vote. And the reason we have to be that is because that's what they're trying to take away from us. Because they know with the vote, Black Power, hey, coalition, Rainbow Coalition power. Come on, people. Come on now. Let's do this because we can. And don't get me wrong, I don't dislike white people. I'm finna get married. Ooh, did that shock somebody? Shocked me. She's German. You heard me? German! I said it, and you heard it. And it ain't gonna be long before it happens. Bing on my finger. I'm gonna be like, bing, because see, ain't nothing on there now. Is that my left hand? You my left hand? Oh yeah, that's my left hand. Which finger it gonna go on? Eeny, meeny, miny? Maybe Mo. You know, Mo is good. Eeny, meeny, miny? Yeah, Mo is him. See, I had to do it like that. If I do it like this, it'll be on my thumb. So, trust me, we're gonna come out of this unscathed. And these white folks that's trying to steal the election, they gonna lose again. Because it's not a win when you cheat. Didn't y'all learn that in school? When your teacher caught you cheating, wasn't you embarrassed? Well, y'all gonna be embarrassed again. Because you finna lose everything that we have worked for. Y'all finna destroy everything that we have worked for. I hope I'm making people real mad. Real mad. Because that's what the truth does. It makes all them lying, excuse the expression, bastards angry. Because they know what I'm saying is the truth. You people are about to destroy America. You're not about to win it or keep it. But you're going to break America down so far, maybe the Mexicans will come over here and take it. Maybe the Ethiopians who know how to fight will take it. Maybe Russia, China, North Korea. Because if we go to war with each other, it ain't going to be enough of us left to do nothing but submit to the next highest power. And it ain't going to be no white guy coming from America. It ain't going to be that. So I hope President Biden uses his presidential powers to pass the bills, then make them law. Get everything rolling, and then make them law. Oh yeah, President Biden, we love you for dealing with the infrastructure, because we know that's hurting a lot of children. But we don't want you to get so tied up in those other promises that you put our promises that you made to us and people of color on the back burner. We're not having that, President Biden. If you do us like that, you're screwing yourself. and the Democratic Party, and making a way for somebody like, um, um, what's that guy's name? That Pompeo. He coming to Iowa. Why is he coming to Iowa? Because there's a whole bunch of white folks here in Iowa, and he know that. And I told you this before. There are 99 or 90 something counties in Iowa. And only 6 of those counties voted for Joe Biden, and not all the people in those counties. And I can guarantee you that if you go to those counties, the people that voted for Joe Biden were some white and mostly black. So Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, I love you guys. I voted for both of y'all. I'm going to vote for you again in 4 years. Honestly, I don't care what happens. I'm voting for you again. Oh, and did I tell y'all I took my last shot yesterday? Well, if I didn't, I'm telling you today. I've taken both my shots. I ain't had no kind of effects other than my right arm was hurting where they shot me at for about a week or two. But my left arm is where I got the second shot. My left arm took it like a soldier. He like, so. He ain't he ain't hurting, he ain't doing nothing. This one over here, I got to baby him. You know, he got a diaper on right now. You know, Band-Aid. So, I want everybody to be praying that we as a nation survive this. God be willing. Because if he ain't, it won't. Well, that's 37 minutes. I done chopped it up with you guys. So, you know they locked that older woman up too. That's something else I wanted to talk about. But today we talked about some mass murders and how they've been happening since 1920. 1920. By white men. Y'all heard that? Ain't no black men out there doing that. They doing other stupid stuff. If they out there doing stupid stuff, yeah, they out there doing other stupid stuff. But don't get caught up in the stupid stuff. Try to do the right thing. And if you can, do the right thing. Don't try. Do the right thing. If you see somebody out there abusing somebody that's old, knocking them down and doing all that, do the right thing. I can't even tell you what that is. Do the right thing. Don't let them just walk away. At least call the police. And maybe some police will take them in and lock them up. Maybe. But you know what? It's going to come a time when somebody's really going to step up. And when they do, they're going to be in a world of trouble. Just like that brother that they blew up that was a soldier that was tired of this debauchery. He was tired of it in the army, and he was real tired of it when he came out. And he just decided, it don't matter, I'm killing them, and then they're going to kill me. It's a shame that a life has to be wasted like that because white people don't want to deal with the justice of a white person doing something to a person of color. Y'all gonna get y'all's. As sure as my name is my name. Peace out. Twice, you lousy.